Hey folks, thank you for joining us tonight. I am your host, Reno News Now. Thank you for joining us on Sacramento Community Watch Network. As always, I'm here with my co-host, Chief England.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. Glad to have you here.
Glad to have you here. Yes, folks, we do this for you every Thursday night, just for you guys. We want to bring you some live reactions, catch you up on the news that is going on in the Sacramento Community Watch Network, as well as other things that are going on in general. So as far as housekeeping is concerned, I haven't looked so far yet this week. I can pull it up real quick here, but I don't think there's any movement in the court case yet. Is there, do you know of, or anything else you want to bring up on housekeeping?
No, haven't heard anything. Also haven't even heard back from Internal Affairs, so we're still waiting on that information. Oh, but we did get our FOIA request from the city of Reno. That consisted of all of the Reno police officers that work for the city of Reno, from the assistant chief all the way down. So, when they're out there trying to be personal and speak on first name basis, we have that information so we could just look up their name and speak on first name basis. Because, the Reno Police Department, they try to intimidate the people, by calling you your first name and stuff like that. And we don't deal with it. We just call them by theirs.
Yeah, they try to make it seem like they think that they know it all and are catchy and stuff like that, and they're just, make you think that they know who you are, like Tony the Tyrant. So I don't have my stream deck set up for that yet, so we're gonna just skip over that. But yeah, taking a look at the case, it still looks like it is an early case assignment. There hasn't been any movement on it, and thank you, Perseverance 777. Great to have you here. You're welcome. We love. You're one of our favorite viewers, so we notice you in the chat. Don't forget to leave a chat, folks. Of course, if you like what we provide you guys and want to help us out, feel free to leave a super chat or a super thanks after the show, or a super sticker. We do feature them towards the end of the show and during the show as well. So other than that, I think that pretty much clears up housekeeping. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all the content creators that we're coming with you at tonight. All the videos are linked down in the description, as well as all the channels in the Sacramento Community Watch Network. So give us a like, share, and subscribe on all those channels too.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
So, Chief, let's go ahead and dive right into the videos, I guess.
Okay, so our first video that we're going to show you guys is by on behalf of Rashad Ritchie over at the Young Turks Network, and the video consists of some graphic handling on behalf of the police department that drags this black young lady, out of her car by her dreads. Let's roll it.
Oh yeah, sounds horrible.
It's disgusting.
Cops decide to punch and drag a black woman by her locks. This is disturbing video. Here it is.
You said we're going to wait for your person to come. What are we doing until then? Because I don't have any weapons on me, and I know you...
I'm going to place you under arrest. You're going to be under arrest, okay? You know why?
Yeah, let me actually make sure I have your badge.
My badge. Okay? Yeah, I'll be on the paperwork.
Perfect.
Okay?
That's beautiful.
Okay. So the reason I stopped you, multiple unsafe lane changes, no turn signal.
Oh, that's a
Your
lot.
Tag is also suspended for no insurance. So your vehicle will be towed today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
So you want to step out?
No, I'm going to wait till your person comes.
Okay. Well,
You can stay right there. I'm not going to pull off. You want my keys too?
we'll take the keys.
Okay.
It's going to be the tow truck.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm going to have fun with you in court, baby. We're going to have a day.
Okay. Well, that's all right. It's all this going on.
That's awesome. I love that for us.
Okay.
I love that for us.
And mind you, it's on camera for the world to see. You got to remember that, officers. When you're out there doing these things you're a public officer. These things are public information, except for one state where it's just you almost need a court judge in order to get their body cam video. But yeah, I mean, you need to do better, officer. I can already tell.
Yeah, and you know that she's very polite. She's respectful. She's not cursing at them. She's, to me, she's already acting a little bit better than the police officer. So, to me, this is already going to turn out bad. And
I mean, she is giving him attitude, and it's well deserved. I mean, but she's also being very, very smart about it. It's like, I'm not going to drive off on you, officer. Would you like my keys?
Exactly.
And he falls for the bait. He goes, yes, I would love your keys, because we're going to tow this thing.
Yeah, he said no, that he didn't want the keys. Is that he'll give them to the tow truck? Is what he said.
Oh, so that's what he said.
Yeah, he's already threatening her with, taking her truck away and all that stuff. Of course, that's what police do.
So he's contradicting himself. He's like, yeah, I'll take him, but no, I don't want him because the tow truck will take it.
Right. And also, by the way, he did agree with her sitting in the car until his backup gets there. So let's keep it rolling and see what else happens here.
Yeah.
So how's your day going other than this?
Well, I'd rather not be dealing with this right now.
Me too. But you decided to stop me?
Well, that's because you're driving in an unsafe manner.
That's not accurate.
That's because you're driving in an unsafe manner. You might not think it's accurate, but we'll go to court.
And you see they're rolling code 3, by the way. Just disgusting. What are they needing to roll their code 3 for?
Yeah, and he seems super annoyed that somehow what she did bothered his day, which he's a police officer. He should be doing this in the first place, but he should have a better attitude about it.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, you made me stop you when I could have been playing video games on my cell phone or you know, looking up other, find real criminals. Jeez.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Road sharks.
Hang up. I know.
Now, she has requested basically a supervisor, which typically is allowed. And he's waiting on backup. And she said, when they come, I will get out of the vehicle. When they came, instead of saying, get out of the vehicle, they decided to come with a different type of energy, even though the officer allowed her to remain there until a supervisor arrived.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Here it is.
I'm going to pull her out and detain her.
First of all, you're not going to pull me out because I said I'll wait. Don't touch me. I said I'll wait.
Listen, I give you every opportunity. I give you every opportunity.
And I stated to you, I'm going to wait till your friends come. Don't touch me and I'll get out.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. I'm not moving.
Shut up, bitch. Move.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Don't put your hands on me. I said I was going to do it.
Get off me.
Then move.
I'm going to punch you.
What's the need for this force?
Yeah.
Why not give her an opportunity, half a moment to comply? These police officers, tyrants like this, are so quick to put their hands on somebody because they teach you in the police academy you need to fear the public.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's out to get you. It's just, again, the culture of policing needs to change, and apparently it needs to be regulated more at a federal level.
Your face.
Oh, okay, do it.
I got this hand.
What's wrong with you in court?
On the ground.
That's gonna give me time? Thank you, guys.
Get on the ground. This didn't have to be like that. Get on the ground.
I'll get on the ground.
Get on the ground now.
It didn't have to be like that if you would only listen to me and didn't bruise my ego in the first place. What the heck?
Yeah, and then he said, if you don't get on the ground, I'm going to punch you in your face. That's what the officer said to a female.
That should be terminated, a termination offense right then and there.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sorry, folks, but, those are fighting words. And basically, it's an assault. Mm-hmm. This tyrant assaulted this lady. It's just downright stupid that
right now,
the police officers let him get away. That the police let themselves get away with this, folks. Rules for thee, not for me, and it's that thin blue line that's a canyon wide, folks.
Oh, honey, we don't have fun.
Oh my gosh!
Get on my foot! Get on my foot!
Get off his
You're punching her.
Get the off his foot now!
You're punching her.
Get off! Now! I'm on my foot.
Now, I'm sorry, folks, but if anybody assaults you, I don't care if it's a cop, if it's a criminal, or if it's your mama. Your first instinct and continuing instinct is to try to flee and defend yourself from that situation, and yet the police call it resisting arrest. Never gave her a moment, never gave her an opportunity to comply once the backup arrived. It's just downright disgusting.
Yeah, and do you hear what he's crying about? He said, she's on my foot. She's on my foot. Get off of my foot. And then the other female officer's like, get off of his foot, punching her in the face. Just punching her.
Let go of my foot! Let go of his foot!
Oh, we got
Stay back. Stay back.
His foot now! Get off the foot now! Get off his foot now!
Still fight.
Still fighting.
Don't fight.
No. He said still
All
fighting.
right, there's more video, but you get the picture. Put up one of the screenshots, okay? I want you to notice the hand that has grabbed her locks squarely. And also remember that when the officers arrived, they said, we're going to just snatch her out of the vehicle. Authorities in Delaware released the body cam footage. It showed multiple cops punch a black woman several times in the head. There are different angles of this from different law enforcement body cams. They clearly were punching her in the face, all right? They were punching her in the head. This was during the arrest, and then they decided to use her locks to force her to the ground. Multiple angles caught this from their body cam footage also. The arrest happened on June 29th in Bear, Delaware. Cell phone video that circulated on social media captured part of the arrest when the cops were seen aggressively retaining the woman and punching her after she was wrestled to the ground. The video spurred controversy online, prompting Newcastle County authorities to release footage from the body cameras of all the officers involved in the arrest in an effort to shed more light on the incident. So police say the arrest happened after one officer tried to pull a woman over for multiple traffic violations. After she pulled into a gas station parking lot, body cam footage showed the cop exiting his vehicle and demanding she exit hers. She refuses and asks why she's being detained. The cop did not immediately list the multiple traffic violations as reasons for her detainment. Instead, he continued to order her to step out of the car and pulled her driver's side door open. The woman demands the officer call the supervisor.
See, that's the whole thing, folks, is I know they're not required to do it, but they should be. When they come up to your window, they should be going, hello, my name is Officer So-and-so. The reason why I pulled you over today is because of this. I mean, you have a Fourth Amendment right from unreasonable searches and seizures and under oath or affirmation, you know, so make them make that affirmation right there at the driver's side vehicle. Tell them why you're pulling over. They should be calling on their radio why they detained somebody and for what reasons. Not just, I have one detained. It should be, I have one detained for XYZ. Mm-hmm. Make a record as to why then and there they are detaining somebody.
Yeah, because if that's the case, you know, if that was the case, the other officers who responded to the call wouldn't have done it code 3. If he just said that, oh, she's done this and that, we're trying to get her out of the car. The fact that they came in hot already was bad news for her and her situation already. And it's all because of the officer that's why they came in so hot.
And it's all over a bruised ego, folks.
Absolutely.
That's what it looks like to me. I mean, again, we haven't seen the full context of the original video, but you know, Dr. Ritchie is a pretty good journalist, so I'm sure he's vetted that plenty. So, yeah. I mean, at this point, this is just unexcusable behavior from an officer who thinks he's above the law, who thinks a lawful order is anything that comes out of his mouth.
Okay. They get into a back and forth a few minutes before backup arrives. 3 other cops are seen arriving and approaching the woman's car. At that point, the cop who initiated the traffic stop orders the woman to exit her vehicle again and tries to grab her. The woman clearly states she will get out herself and tells him not to touch her. As she gets out of the car, all of the officers around her grab her and try to arrest her simultaneously. So I need you to understand.
Yeah, who's the first to get the arrest? Who's going to get her hands behind her back and slap the cuffs on him? It's like a game almost to these tyrants.
Understand the picture here, okay? The police officers are supposed to be the professionals. There's a back and forth. It's a traffic violation. The initial cop said, okay, we're good with waiting for the supervisor. You've made the request. I'm going to adhere to it. And then as soon as backup comes, it's as if he changes his entire tone. He's just upset because, maybe he didn't like how she spoke to him. Mm-hmm. But for all of those officers to arrive and then all of a sudden not give her the opportunity to do exactly what he said, the officer, would allow her to do is quite baffling. Now, a struggle started at that time. All of these officers, according to the report, were trying to arrest at one time. The officers then grapple the woman to the ground. The officers continue to bark orders at the woman, telling her to put her hands behind her back, stop resisting, get on the ground. And the woman states, "Give me a second, I'll get on the ground." The struggle continues until one officer grabs the woman by her locks as the officers wrestle her to the ground. Once they force her to the ground, the woman is seen lying on an officer's foot while the officers restrain her. She is in no tactical position here to move at all. It's clear in the video. And she's being blamed because they threw her on the foot of a cop.
Right.
But it's interesting. This is about a traffic citation. You gotta understand, this is about a traffic violation, nothing more. Another angle from a different camera showed the woman's body was wrapped around his foot. The officer yells, "Get off my foot." And that's when he and a female officer decided to punch her, okay? Over and over again. Once his foot is free, it takes nearly another minute for the officers to handcuff the woman, who was visibly angered and now distressed by the event, and start swearing at the officers. Quote, "This didn't have to be like this," one cop said. "It didn't. You effing approach me aggressive as F," the woman yelled. The video also shows the woman with blood from multiple scratches on her arm as they lift her off the ground. They escort her to a police vehicle. As police place her in the back seat, one officer tells her, "Put her feet in the car." Quote, "Can you say please?" the woman repeatedly asks until the cop pushes her legs and feet into the SUV and shuts the door. The video ends at that point. The woman's identity has not been released yet. According to reporters with Delaware Online, they obtained her arrest information. She was charged with 2 counts of offensive touching. 2 counts
of offensive touching of a police officer? Oh my gosh.
How many times are we going to see this? The officers are the ones who commit the crime, beating down somebody, but then the other person the person that they're actually arresting is the one charged with resisting and offensive touching of a police officer and assault against a police officer. And people wonder why we record the police. People wonder why we can't trust law enforcement.
They wonder why there's such a big divide between the public and the police. The police officers like Andy Griffith and the heroes on that are as they are portrayed in television, they're not there.
No,
this is the reality of policing, folks.
Exactly. Back to blue until it happens to you.
It's a common phrase amongst our community.
Counts of offensive touching, a count of resisting arrest, another count of disorderly conduct. She also faces the traffic.
Disorderly conduct? Who's the complaining party on the disorderly conduct? The officer? An officer can't be
I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Again, she probably did nothing wrong, and then they throw the book at them to make them take a plea deal so that way they can't come back and get civil rights violations. Because as soon as you admit any kind of guilt, you can't go after them for civil rights. 7-fold 777 stated violently mental unstable idiots with guns and badges. I do not disagree with you. Me
neither. Absolutely, 100% I agree. And let me give a shout out to McNeil Gaming. I just met him up at I seen him up at the train station today. If you guys can go over to his channel, like, share, and subscribe to his channel. He does videos on gaming and stuff. He's a really good guy. He supports our team. So shout out to McNeil Gaming.
And welcome in. Thank you for joining the live stream. Let's continue.
Offenses, including improper window tint on the front and side windows, and they cancel the registration card. Quote, "There is no justification for the assault to the woman by the officers," the woman's attorney, Emeka Igwe, said. Quote, there isn't a police training manual in the country that instructs officers to punch an unarmed woman multiple times in her face while she is completely restrained. Newcastle County Police said they are now conducting a use of force investigation with the video evidence from the officers' body cameras. Officials have also launched an administrative investigation to determine whether the cops' actions were within police policy. The arrest was also referred to the Delaware Department of Justice.
And just a reminder, folks, again, when you file a complaint against a police officer, they do not take a look at whether or not your complaint is legal or not. They take a look whether or not it violates any part of their policy.
Policy, exactly.
That's all they care about is their policy. And then if they can twist it, if they can twist their actions into where, well, it wasn't really against our policy, what winds up happening at the most is they get a, don't do it again. Like, our famous person.
Am I going to be famous too? You're going to put me on your YouTube video?
Office of Civil Rights and Public Trust for possible investigation there as well. Now, I see the rhetoric back and forth online about why didn't she just...
They need the FBI investigating their raggedy asses. That's what they need.
Oh, definitely.
Comply. That's the typical
Why
response.
don't you just
from many.
comply?
Well, why did the officer escalate?
Exactly.
Why was there this extreme violence or traffic ticket? Are the egos that damn bruised and shallow?
Yes.
To where they have to engage in this kind of physicality against one individual for a traffic violation? All right.
Now, I just want to point out, folks, a little bit of case law here. Now, Pennsylvania versus Mims states that an officer can ask you out of your vehicle for officer safety, and we all know about officer safety. It's this fictitious thing thought up by the courts. It's not really law. There is, so it's mostly based in case law. So what happens is for officer safety, they're allowed to ask you out of the car. But again, they have to state, for officer safety, I need you to come out of the car, or, you're under arrest, this, that, or the other. Again, they need to explain themselves. And the fact that they think that they don't have to and just order you out of the car because it's a lawful order goes right to their head and turns good police officers, unfortunately, into tyrants.
Yeah, and to be quite frank, I'm tired of seeing shit like this. I'm tired
definitely.
of it. I'm tired of it.
Right.
Everybody should be out recording the police right now. Get your camera phones and go out there and record the police.
Oh, and folks, again, we don't get any paid endorsement from this company. Again, it's a company that's been created by two auditors, Long Island Audit and Lackluster. I believe it's Lackluster, right? Mm-hmm. Or they created Attorney Shield. You go to attorneyshield.com, pay just a nominal fee for 3 to 6 months, and you have 24/7 lawyer on your phone on demand by just a press of a button. And when a cop pulls you over, you press that button. You got your Fifth Amendment right, or Fifth or Sixth Amendment right to your attorney, right there in your pocket. So if she would have had it, I'm sure this would have gone a completely different way. Having an attorney right there.
It's a shame you have to have a phone and a camera in order for police to act professional.
Exactly.
What they need to do is stop hiring these crackerjacks, crackhead police officers and just putting anybody out there in the streets. We've heard too many times police officers, they stop somebody for, possession, and then they search that person, take their drugs, take them to jail. And then once they take them to jail, they go around the corner and just smoke the drugs that they just confiscated from a prisoner. That's what police officers are doing nowadays. And
some, not all, some.
I would say most, because of how they act. Police officers just don't know the law. They don't understand the Constitution. So what else are we to believe? Ask them about the 5 elements of the First Amendment. They don't know it. So what are you doing? Hitting a pipe before you go to work and you forgot? Come on.
And again, folks, on our channels here, we advocate putting the law back into law enforcement, having them trained on the law, because unfortunately, folks, as much law as they get trained on is a DWI week. And that ain't really training them on the law. It's basically training them in policies and procedures so that way they can navigate through the courts properly on a drunkard out on the streets. And even then they fail at it. And those tests, those sobriety tests that they make you do on the roadside are designed to have everybody fail. And fortunately, the only two ways that they can do it is a breath test by the car, which unfortunately is not admissible by evidence, or a breath test at the cop shop. And I guarantee you, if you blow a 0.0 in next to the cop on the side of the road, he's still going to want to take you in to do the breath test at the cop shop. So, I mean, they spend more time learning how to shoot their pew-pews than they do on the law. And that's just downright sad. Mm-hmm. When their whole title is law enforcement. There's no such thing as a cop. It's law enforcement officer or public safety officer.
And nowhere in the law.
Nowhere in the law does it ever say that they are cops. A cop is a Hollywood fabrication. But they sure all like to act like cops. They all sure want to be on that television show, Cops. Most of them can't even cut to get on that show. Yeah, most of them deserve to be on Reno 911, exactly, with the way that they act.
It's a lot, dear brother. You break down these things on a regular basis. What say you?
Well, I think this is going to be an example of defunding the police, with the police essentially defunding themselves.
David Schuster is another good journalist over at the Young Turks Network, TYT. If you guys go check out all their content, they're pretty decent at what they do. They got their start through YouTube doing journalism, and they've created a whole network, based upon just starting off on YouTube. It's phenomenal what those folks have done.
Because in my view, she's going to win a very strong lawsuit against the cops. She still might have to deal with the traffic citations, but all these other charges I think are going to be dismissed. The courts have long held that police can only use physical force against somebody if somebody presents a physical threat to themselves, to the police, or to somebody else. She posed no threat to anybody except for the officer's ego. And the fact of the matter is, all people, even when you're being arrested, you still have a First Amendment right to tell the cops what you think about them, or to tell them to do that thing that is anatomically impossible. If the cop then uses that to arrest you or to pummel you, that cop is breaking the law. And so to me, this is crystal clear. It is heartbreaking that this still goes on in our society. And again, to your point about being able to call for a supervisor, it is the protocol, it is the policy of nearly every police department in the United States, that if you are being arrested and you say, I want to talk to a supervisor, the cops have to call the supervisor. You may have to wait an hour or 2 or 3 hours, but you are entitled to have that supervisor come and talk to you and explain what is going on. The fact that they leapfrogged over that, immediately went into physical force and violence against this woman who did not pose any threat, the police are going to pay out big time for this one. And society pays that as well, because again, it underscores.
And again, folks, it all comes out of the local tax dollars. It's going to do nothing but hurt their community, and it's all because of an overzealous police force. Again, put civilian review boards on top of these things. Don't let the police police themselves. They do a horrible job.
They do a terrible job. Terrible.
You can't even go to the next step up. Like, let's say if this is the police, the local police, if you go, okay, I'll go to my sheriff and tattle on the police. Sheriff goes, well, that's out of my jurisdiction. That's in the city.
Everybody wants to be a cop. All these people want to be cops, but everybody wants to be a law enforcement officer, but nobody wants to be a law enforcement officer. They all are law enforcement, but nobody wants to enforce the laws in the correct manner. And it's just disgusting. It's disgusting.
Again, we need to put the law back in law enforcement.
Absolutely.
Why so many of us distrust the police?
Yeah, well said. And in the longer form video, she offers to give the officer the keys to her car. She wants them to know I'm not leaving anywhere. I just want the supervisor to be here. And when the supervisor comes, the whole energy changes.
Yeah, it's just downright terrible. So that's it for that video.
Okay, folks, would you do us a great favor here and like, share, and subscribe to the channel and everybody's channel in our description, and let us know what you think in the comment section about that video. Do you think that the police were justified in this beatdown, is what I see, or do you think that they were just out of control? In my opinion, these cops were smoking something. They were out of control. And these are not good examples of what law enforcement are about. This is not a good example. This is exactly why people do not trust law enforcement. This is exactly why people across the world, around the world, are starting to record law enforcement, because we just can't trust them. Stop. What I implore everybody to do is just stop calling them. If you have an emergency, call a family member. But you're calling somebody to the scene that does not understand the laws. And we're sick and tired of this. We're sick and tired of it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So let's move on to our next video here, folks. This one is from Tyrant Terminator. Go ahead, Chief.
Oh yeah, so this one is a banger. It takes place. I forgot exactly where it takes place, but we don't have to waste too much time talking about it.
North Lake, Illinois. Let's go ahead and play it here.
Yeah.
Come with me if you want to live.
It's okay, Mom. He's here to help. It's okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna fast forward a little bit.
Definitely. Executive Director, Board of Directors.
Valley Boy 707. Hi there. How's it going?
Not at the moment.
What's up, bro? Thanks for joining us.
Glad you could join us.
Just walking around. It's okay, right?
Well, this is a private office, so.
Private office? What do you mean?
Wrong. You're a public official in a public office. Hello.
I mean, I work in here, so
Right.
I don't know if you have that on or not.
Yeah, I have it on.
Can you turn it off?
No, I record everything when I'm coming in contact with government. So, yeah. Yeah, I never known it to be a private office.
Okay. It's not a public area. That's the
Okay, where you have a lobby and you're a receptionist or an office. This looks like any business office reception lobby that I've ever seen. And if this is a government office, oh my God.
Yeah, aren't those cards or something right there to the right-hand side? It's a pin there.
Yeah, like a sign-in sheet.
Yeah, like people can use the pin who come in. Yeah, I think she might be a little, I don't know.
Apparently she don't know her place in government.
area out there.
Another
So
one.
what is this office? Is the Board of Commission? Is it that what I seen on here? It says this executive director's office, right?
Yes.
So she's a receptionist to the executive director's office. And apparently they make the executive director's office open to the public. You're the receptionist. Get used to it. You're going to have people coming in and recording you, lady.
For the Park District. So this entire building is public, even this office.
If you want to stay in here, stay in it. Want to take a seat? Take a seat.
No, I'm just saying because I mean you was trying to give me gripe about it being not public.
I usually don't have people who walk in my office, so it startled me a little bit. Okay.
Well, respectfully, it's the people's office. Respectfully.
And if she knew her place, she would know that that's not her damn office. It's the people's office.
It's the people's office. Yep. And folks, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please. Thank you so much.
And you're absolutely 100% correct. So if you want to sit down and talk, you can do that.
Oh no, it's okay.
Oh.
I just want to be able to record. That's
What is she doing?
Look good, though, you know. But this is on this side is HR material, human resource material.
She's scared of the camera more than the Reno Police Department.
And again, lady, do you not know your duty to protect your sensitive information in public?
No, she's a government employee. Of course, she doesn't know the laws and procedures and stuff like that. Just like Reno Police.
It's funny, we elect these politicians to write these laws, and we expect the executive branch that we elect to enforce the laws. But when it actually comes to enforcing what they write, they never do. They always overlook it and go, "Oh, we found no wrongdoing." Or when you turn in a real complaint, they boil it down to, "Oh, yeah, well, it wasn't really that big of a deal." Oh, geez. It's just, yeah.
Materials that is confidential and it is protected by law.
by law.
Yes, I have information on this side of the,
Well, and if it's protected by law, who's going to get punished for it? If the person who let it get leaked, or the person who shown up with a camera in public with his First Amendment rights, who's probably, if he does get that information, going to redact it anyways. Who's going to get in more trouble here? The person who's going to redact it, or the person who inadvertently, stupidly left it out for the public to see? I think it's going to be you, lady.
divider that I'm supposed to keep private from everybody.
Really?
Yes. Hello?
Oh, wow.
Give the link.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying in terms of that, but it doesn't make any sense to keep it all out in the open if it's private.
I should have closed my door then. Usually people don't come in.
Well, usually that's how you prevent public from accessing. Close the door, lock it, put one of those fancy little magnetic locks with a buzz badge on it, like Spark City Hall has. Every single door has a buzz badge on it. You can't even go walk into the mayor's office and go, I'd like to set up an appointment with the mayor. You can't even walk in and do that. It's just downright stupid. Reno City Hall has the entire upper floors buzz badged off of the elevator, so you can't even get to the mayor, period. You got to do everything down through the lobby downstairs.
Yeah, you know how transparency and accountability scares government. They don't want anybody to know what they're doing and the crooked shit that they're doing and the crimes they're committing. Yeah, it makes sense, especially here in the City Hall of Reno. They want to hide everything.
You guys claim you have a finite amount of money, but yet you guys can't afford body cams and these, doors that lock and stuff like that. It just makes absolutely no sense. Where's that money going, folks? That's why we do these things.
Also, the door is usually locked.
I leave it open because
people need to come in. Right, exactly.
But if
yeah.
I just need to.
Oh.
It sounds like she needs to go work in the private sector. She needs to become some sort of an executive assistant to some CEO or something like that. Apparently she just does not have the aptitude to work in the public sector and know her place in the government.
Yeah, she seems super bored.
Apparently she doesn't have enough to do.
Wow. Are you the executive director?
No,
you're not. Oh,
I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So anything our eyes can see, we can record, right? You do know that, right?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because I know you were saying private stuff,
But however, this is an office, like I said, where I have HR material that is protected by law.
Human resources.
Correct.
What law is that? I would love to look it up real quick.
It is in order for me to protect the identity.
I love how she's trying to wiggle her way around this. Like, you need to turn the camera off because by law, I have to protect this information. Yeah, by law, she has to protect that information. So if she doesn't realize that she has it out in the open, then again, she's admitting she's breaking the law. But she doesn't seem to realize that it's not Tyrant Terminator who's breaking the law. It's herself. It's just downright silly.
All the people that work here. I don't know what law it is, but you can certainly Google it.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to worry about protecting anyone's identity because obviously you guys are public workers and public officials where we can get your identity.
That's right.
Yeah, so you don't have to protect.
You need to FOIA that to get that information.
So it's public record.
It is.
Right. So what you're saying that people work here is private. It's not private then. How does that work?
What are you twisting my words for?
And you're twisting your words up on your own, lady. You're just bending over backwards to try to justify you being rude and asking him to turn off the camera. It's just downright stupid.
I don't get it.
No, I'm not twisting
I
them,
don't
man.
understand what you're trying.
No.
Maybe I should call our safety people to help me out here.
Oh, wow. I don't think that's necessary. Just have
I do.
Oh, again, she's calling the feelings police. This time it's the public safety feelings police, folks. Oh, my goodness.
Peaceful dial.
I'm glad she's not calling 911 for an ambulance. That's who she should be calling. She needs to call for an ambulance.
Hello.
You shouldn't.
It's just peaceful.
Not to be in here.
Well,
see, there's again an ask and a want, folks. Doesn't mean she has to.
Respectfully, we can be.
Respectfully, then I get it, but this is making me feel rather uncomfortable.
Oh, there go that famous word.
All I said was uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, a lot of people use that word.
I would appreciate it if you would. If you have a question to ask me, I will answer it. If you don't,
I would
ask you to leave.
Yeah, I was asking you a question, and then you jumped on the phone and said you're going to call public safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was asking you a question. I was asking you one, and then you just cut me off.
All right, what's your question?
So my question again is, I want to go back to your point. Your point, you're saying it's your job to protect the people that work here in terms of their name. But me and you did agree that their names are
correct,
public.
Valley Boys.
That's correct.
She is terrible.
The process by which you would go about getting those names.
I know how. That's exactly what I'm going. I'm going to file a FOIA with you. Matter of fact.
I appreciate it if you would turn that off.
Man,
You're violating my privacy right now by filming me.
You don't know what privacy is.
We're public. This is a public building.
Okay.
I can understand. Oh wow! Now that's very not necessary. Oh my living God!
Who's she calling now?
Is she still being dumb?
Yeah, she's still being dumb. She's calling somebody again. I didn't catch who she was calling.
I needed a question to ask her. Ask her the question. And then she would have answered it.
Non-emergency, but I have someone. I work over at
Go.
Veterans Park District.
Police.
And I have someone who's filming me in my office.
Oh, yeah. So she called 911, which is an emergency line, folks. And then she just said, this isn't an emergency, but I got somebody here filming. Feelings police, folks. She's calling for the feelings police.
44 West Gulfview Drive.
Yeah, she called the police. She called 911.
You work here, sir?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay. You like an administrator or?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Head of safety.
Head of safety? Okay. Yeah, I was trying
Why
to
he's
explain
standing
to
out
this young
there?
lady briefly. Actually, we just walked past each other. Yeah, exactly. I just came in here to just document the entire, recreation center.
I got you.
We were having a peaceful dialogue, and she's calling 911 right now.
I feel very uncomfortable.
Oh, feelings police.
I can.
So my thing, because I'm gonna file a FOIA with her right quick. Yeah, I'm getting ready to file a FOIA.
Okay.
Yeah, real quick. But I didn't really need any questions. She was trying to say that you guys, the personnel here, is private, and I was trying to explain to her that you guys' names are public record.
Right.
So how can it be private?
Well, it's public building. So.
That's exactly right. What's your name, sir?
Billy.
Billy. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Man, James.
At least this guy's getting it right. He should be telling
It's
her.
fairly small in here.
I mean, that's the finance office, so that's a private area. I know it doesn't say it on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, I actually see that.
Don't you agree, Chief? The word private should never be coming out of their mouth.
No.
That's a private area. It should not be. The word private should not be coming out of a public worker's mouth.
I don't understand what they're thinking about. They're public employees. You can't switch, turn it off and turn it back on whenever you want. You're public. You're public.
Yeah, and again, a public employee asking you to leave a public area is just that, folks, an ask. It is not a requirement. She has no authority to ask you to leave or remove you or have you removed by calling the police unless absent a crime, folks. So there's no crime. Again, the only crime that's being committed she admits is by her because she's leaving out public sensitive information in public.
It does obviously have to punch in some type of code if the door was locked. Yeah, but it's been open all day. So
No, you're good.
yeah, so yeah, but I mean, she said,
Do you have any questions or anything I can answer for you?
no, I'm just like I said, I'm going to file a public records request with her, and I'll be good to go. Yeah,
Sounds good.
I appreciate you, sir. So we got Executive Director William Ott, Director of Finance, Marge. I guess it's Stable. Is that how you pronounce her last name? Stabile? Yeah, I would have never been. I got that on my own. And Assistant Executive Director of Board of Commissioners. But she's on the phone, obviously. So we're just going to wait, man, because...
Beautiful building.
Yeah, it really is, man. It really is, man. North
Beautiful building, terrible public service.
No, it's a Cook County. Or is it DuPage?
This is technically Cook County.
Technically Cook County, okay.
Well, no, not technically, but it is Cook. Yeah.
Cook, okay, yeah.
Welcome in, that guy.
Do you guys have like a pool?
We do in Franklin Park, off of Scott and Fullerton.
Oh, okay. Franklin Park. Okay.
Outdoor pool. We don't have an indoor.
Oh, okay. Because I know a lot of recreation centers or park districts, they have them like on at the site, actually inside the building. Some of them do, not all of them, but.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm here. If you need anything, just.
I got you.
I'm right here.
I appreciate you, man. Boulder. I see a picture that says Boulder Park. I think it's like Veterans Park. So she's saying how she feels uncomfortable, and it's crazy, man, because we was having a peaceful dialogue, and it just doesn't make any sense, man. Guys, make sure you stay tuned.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, real brief. She's still on the phone. I didn't want to interrupt her, so.
I thought you had to do it online, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, you can. That's a way you can.
Okay.
You can always do it in person, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she called you.
He wouldn't leave, so I called the police.
He wouldn't leave, so I called the police. I called 911 for an
These are
ambulance.
complimentary?
Yes. Go ahead, take one.
You know what? I don't need them, man. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't need them.
You do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks public to me. You got a bowl of candy sitting out there.
So she's gonna. We were still waiting for, I guess, North Lake's gun ready to come, or Cook County Sheriff. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll hang out and wait for him. We just file our FOIA request with her, and we'll be good to go.
No.
Let me see. I'll stay tuned. You nailed it, man. You nailed it.
I'm addicted to the videos. That's why.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you already know, man.
Yeah.
If you know, go tell her.
It's not, no one has any type of ill intent, you know.
I actually love watching them.
Oh, really?
I really do.
Oh, we appreciate
See, this
that.
guy knows what an
It's
auditor
educational,
is.
like
He
I
knows
said,
what
man.
we're doing. He should
Before I
go
jumped
and
out here and
educate
started doing
her.
it, I was addicted. And that's what pushed me to do
People
it.
just don't. Some people don't.
I understand.
Go explain it to her so she
You
knows.
should have seen it. It was moments ago. We was having a peaceful dialogue, and I was trying to make a point when she said everybody that works here has a right to privacy in terms of their name, but your name's a public record. And I was just trying to see if she could explain the, and she just,
She just doesn't know how to do her job, so she's
It's all good, man.
has to call people to come help her do her job properly.
It's it'll be North Lake.
Oh, North Lake. Okay. Yeah, so we're just waiting
And
for
wait a
them.
minute. Does he have sweatpants on?
Looks like it.
Working in a public, I mean, that's a little too relaxed to be working.
He looks.
For
He doesn't give an air of security or safety. He just
We'll be good to go.
Sounds good.
Yep.
If you need me, I'm in this area.
All right, for sure.
if you need me, he don't need you. You, the lady in there, needs you to explain it to him.
He needs to have a proper dress,
You can tell
proper clothes on to be working there.
Kind of decent, so it's just her, man. She flying off the handle, man. Oh man, but see, like Billy just walked out. Maybe they just pulled up. I really don't want to leave this area, but it does look like Billy's getting ready to walk out there and meet him. We'll see.
You hear the music in the background.
Yeah.
Trying to demonetize it or something like that. It no longer works like that. YouTube changed their rules where if it's playing out in the open or in the air, that they don't longer demonetize you. Oh.
To leave and to stop recording me. Okay, he will not leave this room. He's accusing me of not allowing him to be around in here. You could play back the tape from because I'm so very upset right now that you wouldn't listen to me.
He's not going to show you his evidence.
Tell them exactly what was.
Oh yeah, I can explain it to the officer better if you need me to.
That I have human resource.
Okay.
No, you don't have to give you 1 second. He can talk.
I'm still recording everything, and he said it belongs to the public.
I hate when police officers, just because police officers show up to the scene, now they're the ones in control of everybody. So you can't speak, you can't sit, you can't do jumping jacks. Dude, shut up and do your job and keep pushing. That's all I'm saying.
I would just keep my mouth shut too. I mean, maybe if from an auditor standpoint, let her put her foot in her mouth.
Yeah,
let her.
If he wanted to say something, he can say whatever he wants. It's
exactly.
not
It's still his First Amendment right to redress his government grievances and the freedom of speech.
Right.
Double whammy right there, along with his third whammy of right to record under press.
I said if he wants to see it, he should get a FOIA.
Correct.
That's not
I agree, Valley Boy. She should be fired.
Absolutely.
We're severely disciplined.
Stop recording me that he's been doing now for over 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
This is an office area.
And knocked my AirPod out.
How you doing, officer?
How you doing? How you doing?
All right. How you guys doing today?
So what's going on, sir?
So basically, coming in to exercise our First Amendment rights to record in public, making no efforts to go past anything restricted, just publicly accessible areas. Came across this room right here, which is a board of, I guess, executive directors or something. And we having a peaceful dialogue, me and this young lady here, but she did have some concerns about us recording her and privacy.
Yeah, Valley Boy.
I'm trying to explain to her peacefully that there's no expectation to privacy in public. And she just, I'm going to dial 911. So that's where we're at. So, I mean, I'm going to file a FOIA with her momentarily. Right? Yeah. We good to go after that. So.
All right.
That's a waste of tax. It's a waste of tax dollars.
Not really. Not really, especially working for the public.
Do you understand how they could cause alarm and have her call 911 because she don't know how to use 911? She called on it, and first thing out of her mouth was, "This is not an emergency." Jeez.
If it was private setting, then of course.
I understand what you're saying. I'm all about First Amendment.
Yeah. And
No, you don't. You don't even know what it is. Stop lying.
He's been very
And
professional.
look at the officer on the left. You talk about, the city not the security officer not dressing like a security. This cop wasn't even dressed like a cop. I mean, it looks like he's going out to go play basketball later rather than enforce law. Jeez.
And our rights that we have. So that's just this young lady.
Yes, this young lady.
No professionalism whatsoever from this whole city.
I understand.
To have someone come in here and record?
It should be.
That's all I'm saying.
Then I'll just keep my door closed.
They think that this type of attitude is cute, and it's not. It's gross. They think that this shit is cute, and it's.
And ma'am, it doesn't matter if you shut the door. You need to lock it because your office still gives off a vibe of, I'm open to the public. Right. You got a counter in front of you for people to walk up and have a conversation with you. You need to learn your job is what you need to do. Oh, sorry. Sorry I bothered you, gentlemen.
Your name and badge number, officer?
I'm Officer Fowler, number 158.
Appreciate that, sir. You too.
Kopek, 115.
Thanks a lot. And you, officer?
Del Rosario, 120.
Appreciate it.
Like wonderful. No officer right here.
Like a social security here. Get a copy. I'll be good to go for the day. It's just.
A FOIA up front or a FOIA right here?
Yeah, I'll follow this office right here. Yeah.
Do you have FOIAs here for him?
For sure.
I'll print one off for him. No, you'll take it verbally. You'll like it.
I want to apologize on her behalf, man, because, somebody could be robbing the bank or something in Northlake right now.
I understand why she called, though, right?
Like
You can understand why she called no.
Exactly. Because it is a public building.
What laws are being committed? I mean, what crimes are being committed?
You were at your desk and I came to you and started recording you. You'd be kind of upset too, right?
I wouldn't be upset, though, because I know you're exercising your right to record. I can't get upset at you for exercising rights.
Sure.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Well, I understand why she called. Because she's not only ignorant of the law, she's ignorant of how 911 works. I mean, and she's ignorant of her job. That little officer is a shrimp. We agree with you there, Valley Boy.
Yes, but there are social norms, right? Can we agree on that?
Social norms? Oh, so
you're not the feelings police. You're not the social norms police. You're law enforcement.
If you're sitting here watching the game, whatever, recording, one thing, right? But she's in her office. She never experienced that before.
First time ever, right?
Well, there is.
First time.
Like right now, you know what's crazy? Is I have a camera, obviously. That's why she called you guys.
So do we. Yeah,
I was just going to make that point.
She's going to call more guys with cameras for a guy with a camera.
They call
Officer Fowler.
As long as we understand how social norms work, right? You do have First Amendment.
You're not the social norms police officer.
Exactly. Bye. Bye. You guys are just there just to be there. Get out.
Man, officer shouldn't have to do that, man.
But office,
He's going out his way, man. Officers shouldn't have to do that.
Usually office areas are, off limit to the public. Right?
Offices?
Office areas, yeah.
Well, not public offices. As long as it's
in
a
public office.
So, you know what?
You can't walk. You can't walk into a building like a unemployment building and go into bank where social.
Well,
work
she's not going into the back.
Information's
I mean, he.
You know why you
Apples and
can't?
oranges,
It's always
officer.
posted.
Come on. What are you talking about?
Personnel only.
Well,
Restricted.
sometimes they don't learn a lesson.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's the first time for everything. Man.
It sure is.
And like I said, me and the young lady, we was having a peaceful dialogue.
Sure.
Man. Peaceful. I thought we was on to something. You know what I mean? But it's
You
all
understand
good.
why she called, though, right?
No.
Harsh. I'll say that.
You should be citing her for misuse of 911.
Right.
Yeah, but like I said, we
No accountability at all.
The officer's going to see if we can get a sheet.
Sure.
And if not, there's no standard form of it. I can just put it on a blank sheet.
No, there's a form.
Okay.
No, there's
Set
the
up a
form. We
little
need
bit
to.
out of his way.
Oh, what?
Well, at this point, you're taking too long to take my request, so I'll just put it on a piece
Did
of paper.
the other officer grab your information?
No, the first
Oh
officer.
no,
What
the
is-
ID addict.
Just who you are. You know.
Oh no, he never asked for it.
Do you mind if I grab that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd rather remain anonymous
Okay.
today. Yeah,
That's fine.
Yep.
Oh, apparently he's not an ID addict.
Actually, officer, let me get your first and last name and your ID.
He asked.
These
You
officers
guys
are the
asked her
ones that
for
are so
first
scared
and last
to give
name,
it.
date of birth too, as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Usually we try to get everybody that's involved. And
No matter what,
Calls,
no matter
yeah.
their position. Oh, okay.
Except for
if
them,
their
though.
names go on the report, then
Yeah, you give me your ID,
I've seen
officer.
it.
I'll give you
I know
mine.
that,
Exactly.
The police get
The public, we're hip to this. We're tired of this type of shit.
The person that makes the call.
Ask everybody. So,
You just want to put our name in the computer so you can look up and try to end this as quickly as possible by taking us in the back of a squad car if we have a warrant out for our arrest. That's all you're trying to do.
YouTube channel or something.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, he's fine. Oh, this guy's gonna make detective one day.
But that's
Yeah,
all,
he's
like I said,
fishing.
it's about education, man. At the end of the day, a lot of people feel like we can't do this. So when like this young lady thought we couldn't do it, and you guys came and educated her, so now she know. Someone else come in here and exercise their right to record, she would leave them be. So that's beautiful moving forward.
Beautiful.
Because the Constitution and our rights is the last thing we have. So
That's right.
The little guy is getting it though. He's one of the good ones here. It looks like. I like to show officers like this.
I don't like his attitude.
He does have a bit of an attitude, but at least he's respectful of the law and the rights at this point.
Well, what is he still doing standing outside the damn door?
okay.
He's freaking nosy. He's nothing but a public safety officer. The cops are here. You can go away, go do your job elsewhere.
He ain't no damn public safety officer.
Or building off security or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Trying to escalate.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, because I myself was in public safety and I wore a full uniform, vest and everything. So he ain't with them sweats on. He should be working at Petco.
Nah, Officer
Yeah,
Copeland,
he's
man, you
building
trying to escalate.
security.
Just told you it was public.
Basically
office.
a glorified
Just had
key
to go
holder.
to see you.
No,
Come
he should
on,
be
man.
stocking at Walmart.
It just seems like you're trying to escalate this thing a little bit.
The lady's upset.
It doesn't matter.
So?
That's her.
Your okay, so your feelings
don't
police.
matter when it comes to someone's rights.
So he's a feelings police officer. The other guy is an actual law enforcement officer. Oh my gosh, this is well, again, cop attitudes, folks.
You're absolutely right. If I'm talking to her, explain the situation to her. Okay?
You're going to explain the situation to her.
You-
Because the other officer already did.
Okay.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. If you know that it's public, why would you go and try to confirm?
She is upset.
What's
So?
But I'm saying you're law enforcement. You're not feelings enforcement.
Uh-huh.
You're law enforcement, right?
I am
Not feelings
Right.
enforcement. Even if she is upset, what does that have to do with what I'm doing?
I'm here to help people out.
No, you're not.
You're here to uphold the Constitution that you swore to.
Exactly.
And we are, aren't we?
I hope so.
Did we tell you to stop recording?
No, but you was trying to fish for a reason to tell me to stop.
Yep.
Yeah, you just did.
Yep.
Officer Cope, you just told her. You just said.
What did I say?
You just said, so this office is not open to the public. As soon as she said, you're right, sir, you got to leave. You was going to do that. Come on, Officer Cope,
I'm
man.
making sure that we have
Dude,
everything
just leave, man.
in order.
You're just putting your foot in your mouth.
You thought
Yes.
you was doing good, man.
Officers
You
do
doing
this
good in the
all the
beginning,
time, man. Just shut up.
That's a fact.
You look stupid as hell.
You're punching above your weight class there, officer.
And look at his collar sticking all up and shit. It's like up.
I've never seen a more relaxed cop trying to be a tyrant.
How far is
It's just
the police department from here?
Yeah, look at him leaning up against the desk.
this is like the most relaxed tyrant I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god.
He leaned back, leaned back, leaned back, leaned back.
Like I said, I could.
You know, in the restaurant industry, they have a term. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean.
Yep.
He should be doing other things if he's got time to lean. He can go be knocking on somebody's door trying to enforce warrants that are already currently out there. But no, what are they doing? They're holding down a counter in a public office.
Oh, he's
talking
blocking
about
her.
feelings.
I don't technically work for. I don't work
was
for
blocking
Veterans Park
her.
District.
Okay.
This is what was given to me. It looks like the Freedom of Information Act. All their paperwork
Information.
here,
Okay.
and whatever
Yeah,
whatever
probably
they
just
have.
instructions on how to do
Correct.
it. Yeah.
And then I'm assuming this last page is where you fill out your information or whatever you need to do to get your stuff back in.
Exactly.
So I'm going to turn that over to you.
For sure.
Do you have any further questions for me?
No. I just, like I say,
Didn't have nothing to begin with.
Man, I appreciate you going to get the paperwork from me. You shouldn't have to do that, but you did, so I appreciate it.
And then when you're done, you have to turn it back up front.
Well, she can accept it too. She can accept it. Yeah.
Again, like I said, the lady up front said just return it to her. I don't work for Veterans Park District.
For sure.
I'm just, like I said, I had to go get it. So
Yeah, I know. I do these all over, so I know I can turn it into any person.
At least he's being a public servant
Definitely
about a job. So I mean,
all right.
All right.
Good.
Yep, for sure. Fill this out real quick.
Just sit tight and we'll turn it in.
Good to go, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned. All right, if I can just
Look,
get a
he
stamp
wanna say-
received copy of this, we'll be good to go.
He's still there.
they're all still there.
And once I'm done with this, man, once
They've
you
got
guys
nothing
leave
better to do.
Lake, I'll be out of here.
He's selling
Apparently
them
there's-
right
All
now.
good, man.
Apparently, there's no code 3s going on.
I'm sorry?
He said,
Where do you want it returned to? It takes 5 days for it.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
So
pick it up.
how
Don't
I
worry
do
about
it,
it.
I'll contact the entity, the public information officer, to see if the materials are ready. And if they say they're ready, I'll be back in person to pick them up.
It just totally baffles them when you don't do things the way that they expect them to go.
I can actually
It
give this
just-
paperwork back to the. You got this from the young lady up front? Because I don't want to take that.
Well, I believe they printed it all out for you. If you want to
Okay.
keep that, that's yours because they have their own. So
Okay. All right.
again, I mean, I don't work for Veterans Park, so I can't. If they gave it to you, I would just keep it.
Yeah, I guess I can.
Thank you for that good laugh, Valley Boy.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm familiar.
She's complaining about how having to do her job. It's just so hilarious. You mean I gotta give you a stamped copy back?
All righty. Appreciate that. So, yeah, like I said, it's fairly small in here, man. It is what it is.
Valley Boy says officers trying to protect her as a personal security. Again, it's all part of that government club, Valley Boy.
I heard that.
What? Oh, the arrest part? Oh, wow.
I wouldn't have left out of that office until they left.
We should be good to go, man.
I would not have left out of there.
Man, do y'all see Officer Copic? Man, we'll narrate it, okay? Narrate
Never bother, man. Take care.
You too, sir. Have a good
Man, appreciate that. Hey, matter of I don't know if, because you was the first responding officer. So, yeah, they're telling her to create privacy, shut the door. It's all good. It's all good.
She should have done it in the first place. Keep the door
I
locked.
was closed for the day. Okay. Any one of you officers got the CAD number that I can call for service number?
Oh, the report number?
Yeah, there you go. Appreciate it.
You want to what's the number on this?
It's beautiful, man. It's the gymnasium over there, man.
I would not have left out of that office. I would have stood there until that. I'm sure he had something else to say. That one with the jeans on.
Oh, yeah.
I would have stayed right there.
I mean, if this is a sports complex, I can see why they would have a security guard or head of security or whatever. But
the one in the sweats, that's not security, dude. That's not.
I thought he said he. Yeah, the guy in the back there.
Report number. This is my name and badge number.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
He
y'all.
looked like he was more ready to work out than
All right,
actually
man. Yeah, you too.
be
You
security
too.
in that building.
Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, man.
The one in the jeans, he was just out of there. He didn't want to say nothing.
Just gave us a fist bump, man. I think they did pretty well. We'll narrate at the end, TTA fam, but y'all already know. Kopik, Officer Kopik, you already know, man. Y'all stay tuned, man.
Yeah, Kopik was the issue. Yeah. He's still standing there.
Billy, it is, right? Man, nice to meet you as well, brother.
He's a fan apparently.
Yeah, he was a cool guy, though. I'm gonna admit that.
Well, he figured out he was TTA, and then he goes, "Man, I love your work," and you know, it's just.
North Lake's still hanging around a little bit. Just want to wait for him to pull all the way off, man, before we. Oh wow! Oh wow! They're all over the place, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. So from the top, TTA family, from the top.
All right, you guys, as we said before, the first video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and be sure to head to our comments section and leave a comment about the video you just seen. In my belief, I think his name was Copeland or Cope, the one with the gray sweater.
Yeah.
He was a tyrant, and he needs to be reprimanded for his attitude and the way he was acting and trying to escalate things.
Again, he was a laid back tyrant, though. I mean, I've never seen a laid back tyrant like that before. It's just interesting.
To me, a tyrant is a tyrant. But let's go ahead and move on to the.
Yeah. So the next video we're featuring is Siberian Tiger. Let's go ahead and get into it. We featured him a lot. We feature him a lot on our channel.
Yeah,
he's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's funny as shit too. So. You guys,
so it
hold
looks
on.
like he's outside of Portland Police.
Yeah.
Yeah. According to his description, he recorded this on April 25th. So according to his description, he's going in to request info about officer complaints here, folks. Don't forget, folks, you can catch the original videos and links to the auditors down in the description below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels down below of the members of the Sacramento Community Watch Network, folks.
And we appreciate it.
Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share us with your friends. Let them know we do good work out there.
Good afternoon.
Tell all your family.
Can I get 4 copies of officer complaint forms, please?
Sorry, you filed a complaint with IPR?
Not yet. I tried to get some info online. I couldn't find a link to file it online. Complaint against an officer. Do you have physical forms?
Yeah, so I have the information for the independent police review. Give me 1 second, I'll grab it for you.
Sounds good.
Now, usually when people go in and make complaints, a couple things happen. Either, they just give you the forms, which they should already be out in the lobby for anybody just to pick up, in our opinion, or they start getting the police out there to try to figure out what's going on so they can protect their buddies with that thin blue line.
The reason why you walk behind me?
Because you were filming me. I just wanted to see what was going on.
Okay.
You didn't even say hi.
Do I have to say hi, sir?
You didn't even say hi.
Well, maybe to you, but
The
I have
feelings
no respect for
enforcement.
this police bureau.
Why?
You're gonna find out in a second.
Really?
Well,
You're not going to do anything crazy, are
are you accusing me of something?
No, you said you're going to find out in a second. I was expanding on what that comment meant.
What did you perceive?
I don't know.
That's why you don't have respect, because you're a moron.
Very nice.
It is not very nice for you to misconstrue my statement. That is a very basic statement. You're gonna find out in a second. Is you misconstrued it as a threat? You got a problem?
What did you mean by that?
By the way, he looks like Peter Griffin. I just had to say that.
He's bending over backwards
Can you
at this
identify
point.
yourself to me?
Yeah, I'm Commander Hughes of the Portland Police Department.
Did I request your assistance? So why'd you come over?
You're in my office.
So?
So I work here.
Wait. You're in my offices?
Self-entitlement. That's what's wrong with police officers.
That ain't your stuff. That ain't your building. That ain't your the only thing that's yours is your job right there in that building. And it's at the public's discretion. And you need to get that through your thick skull.
And his damn turtleneck that's up to his chin.
Again, when you give them ranks and you give them these special privileges and you give them these special command names like Scorpion or SWAT, it goes right to their heads, turns them into tyrants.
I'm Commander Hughes. Nobody cares about that shit.
You're in my building.
Right.
You work for me.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I didn't request your assistance, you probably should have been polite to me and mind your own business.
No, I'm just trying to say hello to you.
I don't want to say hello to you. If I walk by without saying hello, that means I'm not interested.
Thank you.
But if you walk by like I'm actually gonna say hi and say hello.
That's it?
Especially when you're in my office.
Did I react?
My office.
And?
I was a little bit hostile, I'm gonna be honest with you.
So?
There was no need.
He's weird. He's weird.
You are
He has a right to redress his government of grievances.
I think that he might. That's weird. I mean, how his attitude is like, you might want to keep eyes on him and cameras and make sure he doesn't hang out at kid parks.
If anybody needs a body cam broadcasting 24/7 to the public, it's this guy.
Yep, exactly. Weird. Because you didn't speak to me.
That cop has no neck, and apparently he has a weird attitude too.
I'm lonely, like, dude.
You just implied that somehow I could be a threat.
By what you said.
What did I say?
You're gonna find out.
In a second.
Yeah.
And what was the preceding question?
How your day was going.
Well, no. What was your preceding question?
Regarding that?
Yeah.
You'll have to rewind the tape and look.
Because you don't know.
Okay. Well, you're gonna find out when I file my complaints then.
Against me?
Probably now too.
Well, I haven't done anything.
You're being a jerk to me.
No, I'm being polite. You are in my office, and I'm being welcoming.
Being in your office doesn't mean a thing.
But I can be welcoming to you, can I?
Are you welcoming? It didn't seem like you were welcoming. I didn't perceive it to be welcoming.
Do I seem welcoming?
I'm minding my own business, asking a question, conducting business. You approached me from behind.
No, I just wondered what was going on.
Yeah.
Like you were filming the staff over there at the desk.
Yeah.
That's why I asked.
Standing literally 2 feet from my back. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your intention are. You got a gun on you. You approaching somebody from behind, minding your own business. You should have said, "Sir, excuse me, can I help you?" Yeah, get lost. That would be the best de-escalation. I don't give a damn where I'm at. I'm in my own building.
I don't get lost from my own office.
Well, I'm telling you, your services is not needed here.
But this is my office. This is where I work.
Your services are not.
This is my office. This is where I work. That's his defense.
This
That's your whole excuse for harassing and bothering a citizen journalist?
What a weirdo. What a weirdo. He's a disgrace to law enforcement. He should be fired. I don't want him in this position as a Commander Hughes. He should be fired. He's weird as hell, and he's standing there 2 feet behind the man, just standing there, and that's creepy alone all by itself. That's creepy.
If anything, he should be back in his office reviewing body cam videos of his subordinates and disciplining them for being tyrants. But no, we got him in the public lobby of his office harassing people. Oh my God.
Needed here with me.
Just look
then
at
go to your office and mind your own damn business. Mind your own damn business.
This is my office.
You're dismissed.
This is my office.
You're dismissed.
You can't dismiss me from my own office.
Oh yes, he
All
can.
right, I'll do a different approach.
What?
Piss off.
That's not very nice.
I don't give a damn what.
Feelings police.
I don't care.
Right. Get your weird ass out of here,
My
dude.
right. You got a problem with my right?
No, that's your right.
Exactly.
Bye.
Just like it's my right to be in the place.
Anything else you want to ask?
I think that's it.
Get lost then.
He's so weird.
Piss off.
He's so weird.
All right then.
Look at him.
Get your supervisor.
Yeah, you get paid for it by us.
You are getting paid to do work. Not to stand here and intimidate me and harass me.
There's no intimidation.
Who the hell
I
are
don't
you?
want you here. I don't want you here. I don't care. Go to your office.
Where was I when you walked in this building?
You were in the lobby. You should have stayed there and minded your own business. I did not request you. I did not request you. You're actually in the second room of the lobby. You should have been right there in the front lobby, right there, right? See those doors?
Hey, his weird ass has been doing this for way too long. Way too. His cocky, sassy ass attitude has to go. I'm going to call and make a complaint against him tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. Yep.
Definitely.
And I want everybody else who's watching to do the same. Let him know how his attitude was.
You walk through those doors?
This whole thing is my office.
Yeah? This whole thing is my building.
It is, and I welcome you here. If there's nothing else I can do for you, I'm just going to go about my day.
And go about your day.
And I hope you have a better day.
I don't need you.
I hope you have a better day. All right.
I hope you get the data you deserve.
Let me, I'm gonna get the number. I'm gonna put the number up so everybody can.
So, show's over. Get to work. Show's over. Nothing else to see here. Now, right there, you see that officer right there? Elkinson, I want you to write on a piece of paper for me her full identification number. Badge number, name, or actually, you know what? Since you're here in person, I need you to identify yourself for me. Elkinson, it is policy and procedure.
Oh, now she's running away.
Yeah, because they're tyrants.
Commander, hey. Now I need you. Come over here.
I love how he's just handling them. He's punching above his weight class again. Portland Police Bureau, folks.
Yeah,
oh, you don't want to help now? What's going on, Commander? You don't want to help? I requested your help. It's not my problem if you got an echo. That's how I speak. Anyway, per law and per your policy and procedure, I need her identification. Write it on a piece of paper for me.
She gave you her information last time you interacted with her.
She did not. She did not. Listen, it's irrelevant.
Any complaints that you have will be
No.
filed with the independent police review.
Law requires when I walk into your building and I request identity, it's going to be one of two things. You can either provide it or you got 14 days. Actually 7 because I already know who she is. So I'm on record right now making a request. I will come back 7 to 14 days. You better have that information or you're going to be in violation of law and your own policy.
You can make a formal request, yeah.
Yeah, I just did.
Have a great day.
I just did. I just did. And the complaint will be filed against you twice for failing to identify yourself.
Yeah, they've been there too long, folks.
What a coward, Commander. Where'd you go now? Chicken shit? You ran, huh? You realized who I was. You realized who I was.
Hey, shout out to Siberian Tiger, man.
Yep. And wouldn't you know it, posting for reviews on their Google page is currently turned off.
I bet.
I'm keeping all of you on the leash.
Again, no accountability, no transparency within government. Police all hide. They all hide.
And it's that thin blue line thing. As soon as you catch one doing something wrong and bring it to their attention, they all scatter like flies or claim that they didn't do it, or, you know, again, backing themselves, just making that canyon wider of that thin blue line.
Yeah, I can't wait until tomorrow morning. I'm going to call right into the Portland Police Department and give them a little bit of my lingo.
Yeah, ask for Commander Hughes' supervisor. Well,
No, I'm gonna ask for Commander Hughes.
That too.
Yeah.
You have a right to redress your government in any way you wish, just as long
we
as
don't
you do
condone any
not.
threats or force of violence or anything
Exactly.
like that. None of that.
Exactly. First Amendment's always a double-edged sword. As I say, you got to make sure you wield it responsibly, or you could cut yourself with it.
Yep. Verbally let them know how you're feeling. Let's continue.
And my computer's slow to start here. Sorry about that. Did he retreat to his car?
And that was the commander. You should be working at Subway. Yeah, let's fast forward it and see if there's any more left of this video. If not, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, folks. We only had 3 videos to review tonight. We appreciate you guys for joining us and tuning in. We love you guys so much for that. Uh-oh.
They found him again.
In the law, go ahead and them arrest me then.
Here we go.
Trying to find it here.
Do you know what policy and procedure
You know
are?
what IPR is?
Well, explain it to me then.
You can go through the independent police review and
Yeah?
make a complaint.
That's.
I think he goes back a little further.
Okay, here we go. Okay, sorry.
Yep, there you go.
Hey,
Standing
coward
there.
commander. Grow some balls. Grow some balls. I requested your assistance now. Let's go back inside. What I need? Your officers are violating law and refusing to identify themselves. You know what your policy and procedures are?
Yeah, do you know what IPR is?
Do you know what policy and procedure
You know
are?
what IPR is?
Well, explain it to me then.
You can go through the independent police review and
Yeah?
make a complaint.
That's
And that's the end
that
of
has
it.
nothing to do
That
with
is
the
the end of
complaint.
That is the end of it.
No, that's not.
I'm discontinuing our
Obey the
conversation
law.
now. I'm discontinuing our conversation.
Obey the law.
You are not being nice.
You can go whatever the hell you want.
You're done.
You're on public
Feelings,
street right
please.
now. You're on sidewalk, and I'm gonna redress my grievances with you because you're a coward piece of trash.
Okay.
Okay?
Don't walk too close to me.
Oh, really? What are you gonna
Whoa.
do?
There's a crime.
What law is that, officer?
Really?
2 seconds from putting you in.
Oh,
handcuffs for
are
it.
you in uniform right now?
I am.
Well, them arrest me then.
So,
You think
I don't
if you
think
think
we
I'm
wanna
breaking
do
the
that.
law, go ahead and them arrest
We
me
wanna
then.
do that.
You don't want to do that?
I
because
don't
you're
want
a
to do
punk.
that because you don't know.
From me now.
Oh, really?
Right now.
Oh, really? Like
Take a
you
step
walked
back from
away?
me.
Yeah?
Take a step back.
Walk.
Take a step back.
Walk.
Walk.
I'm free.
Step back from me.
I don't need to stand. Walk.
Take a step back.
Walk.
Give me just a second.
Walk.
Give me just a second.
Got it? Because I'm a free man.
No, it's called stalking.
No,
Can
it's
we have
not.
a conversation?
It's
You
not stalking. You don't.
public.
What
That's
a
why you need to
crime,
put the
commander.
law. They don't know the law. They just make it up as they go. They know it's stalking. Oh my god.
And if I want to redress my grievances, I am doing exactly
And
that.
I've discontinued the conversation. with
Go.
No, you can't do that.
You're free to go.
What stalking is.
You're free to go.
If you continue to follow me, we're
You're
gonna
free
have
to
a
go.
problem.
Hey, I'm a public defender. Do you want to chat for a sec? I just want to check
Public
in and
defender.
see if you could
Do
use
I
any help.
did I request your
Not
assistance?
at all. I just want to see if I can be a bit. I wanted to see
Walk.
if it could be.
Walk and mind your business.
Absolutely. We'll do.
There you go. Coward. Walk. Got it? Walk back to your office. Because this is my turf. This is my territory. All right. Yeah.
So just to be clear, I'm not going back to my office.
I don't care where you go now.
He can follow you
Yeah,
wherever
you're a
you
coward.
go.
Out right here on the corner.
You're a
You
coward.
go to HE double
And I-
toothpicks
and I-
for all we
and I
care.
can stand wherever I want. You don't tell me how to move around freely. Am I being detained?
But I want you to
Am I being detained?
You're not.
I'm not exactly.
Okay, so shut up.
Yeah, you threatened to arrest me.
I did.
Yeah, for what?
Because you were following me and making me feel unsafe.
Yeah?
Oh, again, feelings,
well, maybe
please.
you should change your diapers
Oh, what a weakling police
Go to your office and
officer.
change
You're
your diapers,
balding
because
and
apparently
you're-
you...
Is this for content or is this for education?
Oh, it's for everything. Education, content, redress of grievances,
You need some
highlighting...
butthurt cream.
First of all, let's do this. Let's test you. Identify yourself for me properly. Your name, your badge number, your position.
So I've already done that once. I'm not going to do it again.
No, you haven't, because
I have, and I'm not gonna
I
do it
haven't
again.
asked you that.
I've already done it.
No, you
inside the
haven't.
lobby, and I'm not going to do it again. So
He's too cocky for his own
What a-
fat neck. He's too cocky. You're
What
a
a
public
freaking
servant.
tyrant.
Act like one. You bald-headed tyrant.
You're a public servant first, a police officer second.
Right, and he looks like he needs to go hit the gym a little bit more. Straight up.
Needs to go back to his
let's
desk,
move on.
watch some
Question
body
two.
cam videos, and eat some donuts.
Question 2.
yeah, go.
Get some licorice.
I'm ready. Question two.
When do I sit down with you officially for the interview to discuss the multiple violation of constitutional rights by officers under your command here by...
If you park in this parking garage that's like on the corner, that's pretty close. I would park there, but you have to be on
If
Jefferson
you park
to get
here
in
on
there.
this parking
So I
garage
recommend go down
by-
here, take a right, then take another right, and then it'll put you where you can enter that garage. You can park there if you want, or the building that's over there. Yeah, and then come back on that street over there. You're on second. If you're on first, it might be
Embarrassing.
better for you. Thanks, brother. Okay.
Yeah, so when do we have that meeting so we can discuss all of the violation
okay,
of constitutional rights of law-abiding citizens?
So you've alleged a couple of things here, and so when you allege things like that, the misconduct thing, you know what IPR is. You know it very well. Going through IPR is the correct channel. If you wanted to sit down and have just a regular conversation with me,
Well, no, officer, the correct channel would be to bring it up to a supervisor like you, and you correct it internally without having to involve the IPR.
Or more
You
so
know-
like you handle it right now as the problem happened.
Right.
Not me.
You don't need the IPR to handle your own internal affairs.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have an internal affairs department still. You know, do your job, officer.
He doesn't know how.
that was not kind of
Like most
threatening and
officers.
hostile. I think we could probably arrange that,
Mm-hmm.
but
Something that you need to learn
yeah.
about tactics of de-escalation of respect of citizens.
Thank you.
And that was the reason why you approached me the way you did, is because you already knew I'm recording, and that other officer already informed you who I was. So already you came in there to intimidate and to harass me.
Did you continue doing what you were doing?
You think I'm a fool?
Did you continue doing?
Do you think? Do I look like a fool and uninformed citizen?
you don't.
Commander is sassy.
Exactly. So I've been around for a little while.
What about me?
Now, Commander,
What do you think about me?
I don't care about you.
I've been around for a while.
I don't care about you one way or another.
Okay.
Now, are we gonna have that meeting inside your office?
No.
My building?
No. We're not.
Don't worry about it. We'll go about it the other way.
Yeah.
All kinds of good procedures.
Huh?
We're gonna go about it. All kinds of good procedures.
Okay. Are you ever gonna tell me your name?
You already know.
No, I don't.
No, you won't. Not by me.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to have a friendly conversation.
Why? You're not friendly.
Well, you de-escalated back there, and now I feel better, comfortable
No,
talking.
you're not friendly.
What do you mean? How do you even know
That's
me?
because in a
We know your
in
attitude.
comparison to you, I'm a professional man. I have my own passion. I have my own standards.
Okay.
And if anybody violates those standards, especially
He does have a high-pitched
criminal
voice, especially
cops,
when he's caught in
tyrants.
I
lies.
see that. You're a well-dressed man.
That's right. There's nothing going on, gentlemen. Nothing going on. Actually, there will be something going on, but sometime down the road.
You're going to make me do the
Sometime
voice.
down the
Hey,
road.
girl.
Okay?
Oh, shit.
Because I really enjoyed this building.
Hey, girl.
That's the next
Hey,
step.
girl.
Oh, I've been there.
Hey,
Federal
girl.
courthouse?
Yeah, I've been there.
I don't have to go over there too much.
Yeah.
Look, that's how he
Maybe
waves.
I'll
Look.
set you a personal appointment there too.
At the federal courthouse?
Yep.
Lieutenant, Commander.
Meeting over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he waves.
You know, you keep violating my rights like this.
I haven't violated anyone's rights.
Well, your department, because you're in command. You're commander, right? You're in charge of your department. You're
I am.
supposed to inform your officers not to violate the rights of citizens, not to harass them, and especially when you yourself, being in the position of a commander, threatens a law-abiding citizen for exercising constitutional rights in redress of his grievances, protected under the First Amendment. You threaten me to arrest me for stalking? You fool don't even understand what stalking is. You dumb. You first of all have to tell me should not follow you, okay? And it should be multiple contacts and unwanted. But you, dumb, don't understand that statute does not even apply to you when you're in the course of your duties as a police officer. That makes you a moron.
Okay, mating call of a tyrant. Okay.
And of course, moron teaches other morons. Obviously, we got a lot of stupid officers.
You think you can do better?
Oh, definitely.
Can you do
I
better?
don't want to.
Can you do better?
No.
I'm already here.
You're already here? Well, do better.
Do you want to apply?
Because whatever you're doing is crap.
We're hiring.
Well, do better then. Because whatever you're doing is crap.
We're hiring.
Well, do better then. Hire better people.
Help us.
Help you? Oh, well, I'm helping you right now. I'm adjusting my
Valley
grievances.
boy,
I'm
Miss
correcting
Commander.
you.
Miss Commander Hughes is so sassy, girl.
Join? No way.
Why?
Never.
Why?
Why?
What would keep you from being a
Valley boy, you crack us up. Thanks for joining us tonight.
You. Because even the good officers are intimidated. Even the good officers, and there are few left whom I do respect and did shake their hand.
Yeah.
Few.
I would shake your hand.
Very few. But then even when they speak up, they get retaliated.
Valley boy, I think he needs some
Won't shake
butt
your
cream. He's getting owned.
Even if I would have my hands available, no, not after what you did. No way.
Well, you were being aggressive.
How? Staying in my own business?
Following me. At
Where?
A very close distance.
Redressing his government of grievances is being
I told you
aggressive.
free to go. You should have kept going.
You were following me.
He is such a crybaby
See, now we're having a pleasant
ladybug.
conversation, and I'm enjoying my interaction.
Do you even know what following is?
Oh, now it's a pleasant conversation. Siberian Tiger hasn't changed his approach since he met him at the front window.
Exactly.
And now it's a pleasant conversation. No, you're just indulging your ego, your tyrant ego.
He should be working at the counter, the front desk at a library. Literally, he can't take this job. You're following me. Embarrassing. Is he gonna play?
Yeah, I hit play. I got some resource issues here. Let me see if I can fix it up here real quick here.
Do you know that I can move around freely? And if I want to film you from the front or from the back or from any position, because you are in uniform and on duty, there is no application of stalking, following, or any other statutes when you are in the capacity of a law enforcement officer. That's what makes you a complete moron who doesn't understand the own
How does he not know that?
laws
Though?
that
He's
you're
just sitting there
supposed to
crossing his
enforce.
arm like grandma. I mean, come on now, do better.
Are we
Commander?
Good.
Get lost.
You want to shake my hand?
No way.
I'm waiting for somebody.
No way.
I can't leave until they
Well,
get here.
Look, I want to see who you're gonna meet.
All right.
So, who are you meeting?
Well, that's not any of your business.
Well, you're doing it in public, so it
Everything in
is.
Public is open,
Thank
and there's no expectation of privacy.
This building? Right on that walkway up there. There's a ramp, like a wooden ramp. Yeah, you bet.
No expectation of privacy, so
You're welcome to hang out with me.
yeah. Can I help you? Can I help you, officer? I mean, you're very curious, but why don't you just cross the street if you want to ask some questions? Huh? Just stick around there. I'm gonna go ask you some questions.
Man, I love this man.
You better do better.
We're doing better every day.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're doing worse.
I feel like
You're
You
doing
look
worse every
stupid.
time.
You don't know the
every
laws,
time I'm
just like most
confronted
police
by
officers.
any of your
How about
officers,
you
you're doing a lot
believe your
worse.
bullshit?
No, I will say, no. I've met a few decent ones.
Which ones? Who?
Okay.
Can you tell me?
If I see their faces, yeah.
Well, it would help me to kind of reinforce that behavior.
Hey Chase, I agree with you. You put lip gloss on a pig. You Valley Boy's lip gloss on a pig. You still on an evil pig. You still get an evil pig.
Girl.
He's trying to put lip gloss on him being a tyrant, but he's still a tyrant.
Yeah, he's slippery. Terrible, Commander. Commander Hughes.
All right.
You guys be sure to
A
follow
few
me
of you.
for them tomorrow.
Not on top of my head, but yeah, I met a few reasonable ones who treated me with the respect that is supposed to be given to law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Don't be scared. I want to talk to you. What the heck? You see all these cowards, man? They just run away.
Yep. That's the police for you.
As soon as you hold them accountable, they 10-8.
What is he doing?
Apparently nothing. Apparently he's wasting tax dollars.
I know
trust
his.
you.
I know his family.
Yeah,
is not
you
proud.
like sneaking on people right from behind without announcing yourself that you're there.
Be famous to you and put me on your YouTube video.
Exactly.
All right. I'll see you around.
That commander is fragile as hell.
Don't
man.
violate anybody's rights.
Little egg. Built like one too.
Yeah. Give each other high five, hugs. You know.
Pat
Maybe
yourself on the
spank
back.
some
We did a
booties
good
Once in a
job.
while.
He said spank some booties once in a while.
That's what you do.
Exactly.
Maybe not literally, but there you go.
I don't know,
Ju-
Siberian.
Just
I don't know.
acknowledgement. Hey, I got your back. Yeah, I got your back. Yeah. Hey, I thought you were meeting somebody. Where are you going?
Oh,
Where are you
man.
going, Commander? I thought you were meeting somebody.
He's such a. That's why you
Okay.
can't trust the police, man. They lie. Lie.
Professional liars granted to
So
be
you have
from
some
the Supreme
questions
Court.
I don't even know who you are.
No,
I'm just out here because
this individual here was very curious about what's going on. Do you want to ask me what's going on?
I am an individual.
You're an individual? Yeah.
Looking like Mr. Clean.
Do you have any questions you want to ask?
I am out of questions at this juncture.
Out of questions.
Oh, good.
Get your ass back in the building.
Did you enjoy the show?
Are you from Moldova?
I'm a U.S. citizen.
You have a Moldovan accent.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
Fantastic.
That's all you have to know.
There we go.
In this day and age,
US
it's the best
citizen.
thing to keep saying is I'm a U.S. citizen.
Yep.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day.
Commander.
Hey, if you guys are not already subscribed to Siberian Tiger Audits, slide up over there and subscribe. He does awesome work. And be sure to hit our subscribe button as well. Turn those notifications on. All of the videos we feature today, they're in the description, and subscribe to those channels as well, folks. We appreciate y'all. Let's keep this going, see what else he runs into.
Just got a few minutes left, folks, here.
Yep. Where'd the commander go?
He ran away. He 10-8. He didn't want to get a verbal tongue lashing anymore.
All of that you get, then, for example, it can be.
Hey, that was the best interaction right there. That guy saying absolutely nothing as he walked by. That's what we like to do, folks.
Yep.
Don't give us content. If you don't want to be on YouTube, don't give us the content.
Exactly. Keep your mouth shut, do your job, and keep it pushing. That kind of looks like Sacramento, kind of Oregon. Looks just
Oh,
like.
I've been up to the Seattle, Portland area. It's very pretty up there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks just like Sacramento. It's almost identical. It looks like.
Yeah, my brother was stationed up there. Valley Boy 707, you guys are great. Love your live streams. Thank you for joining us. We try to do these every Thursday at around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. We love when you guys can join us. We love when you leave comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And that's the end of that video. Of course, if you like what we do, you can always drop us a super chat or send us a super thanks after the live stream. And of course, always for free, hit that like button, folks. Share and subscribe for us. Set the notification bells to all of us so that way you know that we are online and live for you, folks.
Right, and folks, I do have some news for you tomorrow. I will be in Sacramento, California, so you guys be sure to check out the live streams because of course, it goes down in Sacramento, so we want to bring you all the content we capture, okay? So you guys be sure to look out for that.
Yep. And while he's down there next week, we may or may not have a live stream. We'll just see how it goes. But we try to do these every Thursday, so around 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. So Chief says we're going to have a live stream on Thursday. It's going to happen. Trust me, it happened tonight.
You know it.
So, with that, we're going to wrap things up here. Chief, has you got anything else to say?
No, that's pretty much it, you guys. We love you guys for joining us. Thank you so much. As usual, spread the awareness, know your rights, and exercise your rights, folks. Let's stick on our rights, man, for real.
Definitely. And with that, we thank you and have a good night.